Hello, everybody. How's it going out there? David Preston 9 here with the Nats Baseball Review. Hope everyone's well, safe, and happy. Had a good Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year, whatever you celebrate. Hope you had a happy one. It was a good time with you and your families. With me, as usual, is my good friend and fellow Nats fan, Jason. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, David. How are you?
Doing good. As always, good to have you on. It's been a couple weeks we've done a video talking about Nationals. Again, still been a very ho-hum off season for us. Not a lot of action going on. In fact, unless you're the Blue Jays, because the Blue Jays I just saw today picked up that Japanese player, the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto, and they have had a very busy offseason. So unless you're a Blue Jays fan or maybe a Dodgers fan perhaps, there really isn't too much to be excited about right now. But I do want to hit a couple of things, especially one big story that has been the bane of many Nationals fans' existence ever since they came to DC. So I'm sure Joseph have a lot to say about this because I think he hates this deal more than I do. So we're ready to hear about that. Before we get into that, I do want to discuss one small signing that took place right around Christmas. Wasn't a big signing, but I figured I'd go and address it. Besides the coaching staff being filled up for the season, the Nationals have signed first baseman Matt Mervis to a minor league deal. Now, again, this is what we've been doing most of the offseason. Very quiet moves like this. He's a first baseman. He's 20 years old. He's played parts of 3 seasons with the Cubs and the Marlins. Hasn't done a whole lot yet in 78 games. Only batting about a buck 65, below average hitter. Little power, 10 home runs, and 260 play appearances, but not really proved himself yet. He was actually originally drafted by the Nationals 2016 as a 39th round draft pick, and he actually played at Duke University, Jason. So I don't know how I feel about that, being more of a Carolina guy, whatever. But he was raised in the area, so he guess he's familiar with the Nationals, obviously. And again, I don't think this still hurts us at all. Any thoughts about this?
No, it's just another. I want to say a boring signing.
Mm-hmm.
It, it's just like you were talking about the Blue Jays and the Dodgers signing all these players. Getting their fans something hyped up about. Yet we have to use Google to find out who these guys are,
Yeah, exactly.
and they're probably not even the first search result that comes up when you search their names.
Well, that's something to say. Now, unless you happen to be the other first baseman we signed, Warming Bernabel, which I don't think I think your name is not going to be first on the list. Um, but comparing to Bernabel though, because Bernabel actually had some success with the Rockies last year. So
Yes,
I mean, he's showing he's also younger as well. So he's showing progression. I think Mervis may be a guy for us, if anything at all. He'll be a bench bat, and I think that's all I see him as. If you see his stats throughout the minor leagues, throughout the big leagues, he's been pretty much a bench bat. So the minor league deal, invite spring training again. We don't lose anything by signing him, but this is not our first base solution. We need a
no,
solution at that position badly. At least with catcher, we got a young catcher, Henry Ford, first round draft pick, right? There's potential
yes.
there. The first baseman, there's nothing. So, anyway, I just want to hit that real quick. But the big news of the last couple of days, it officially expired first of the year. The Nationals had their TV deal with MASN is over. It has expired, and neither side has come to an agreement on this deal. Of course, this was forced upon us when we moved to DC as a part of the Orioles contract. And for most accounts, we got screwed in this deal. Orioles just kind of took advantage of the whole thing in regards to broadcasting rights. And this does leave kind of like opening for us because this could be good, this could be bad. I mean, right now, short term is bad. We need to be somewhere, right, to get some kind of broadcasting revenue. But what are your thoughts on this, Jason? I mean, we talked about it a little before we went on the air here. So, what are your thoughts about this?
As I said before, you started recording. It just came at a bad time. I mean, the team's doing poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Attendance isn't all there, so you're not going to get the best deal out there. If this had come, like I said, at the end after the World Series, we probably could have got a Dodgers style deal. Well, not a Dodgers style deal, but maybe a Braves style deal where much better broadcasting revenue, and it's like the Nationals won the World Series, but the Orioles got all the broadcast revenue from the Nationals winning the World Series.
Yeah, the whole thing is just jacked up. I mean, and you're right though. Timing, it's like I remember Jerry Seinfeld in an interview said that he knew he was really good at timing. He knew he could feel what's going on in the room. He could do good timing on stuff, which is shown throughout his career. The Nationals do not have that timing, and the 2019 World Series would have been a peak time for us to get a deal of some kind. But again, with the contract being in place with MASN, I'm not sure what they could have done to get out of it. But that would have been a time for sure for us to get on somewhere, get our own exclusive broadcast deal, and we could probably do something. We could have done more team these last several years, but that didn't happen. So, what do you think they're going to do for at least this season? I mean, because spring training starts in about we're in 2026 now. So it's like a little over 2 months, so we're getting close. They got to do something soon.
It depends on if the Orioles want to be petty. We could go back to Masson for like a 1 year deal, but I don't trust ownership right now to do anything good. So it's probably going to be nothing. They're probably going to do nothing, and
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to see the games
Well, I mean,
unless they work out something with Major League Baseball.
exactly. And I mean, I have been seeing, stirrings on Twitter or X, whatever, about like MLB media may take over for the year, but nothing concrete has been decided upon that yet. Because I just until like someone like Jeff Passan or a beat writer puts it online, I don't believe it because it's probably
Mm,
not true yet. So that being said, it is kind of up in the air. But obviously, if we just get through this year, Taboni can show something. We can show some sign of improvement, show something that we have something worth watching. Like we secure some young talent, or we have a close to even a 500 record, surprise expectations. Because you got to keep in mind, we'll probably talk more about this once the season over and the season closer to starting. But you have to understand, we got some good young talent in the field, and we got a whole new look coaching staff. And when you look at the division, the Braves actually did not have a great year last year. The Marlins are still kind of in our spot, except they have pitching but nothing else, right? And the Phillies are getting older. So I mean, there is a window for us if we can make the right moves. And
yes.
if we can show something this year, going in 2027, perhaps we might be able to secure a decent broadcast deal.
We still need the Jason Worth signing.
Right. Yeah, we need that morale signing. Even though, and I said before, Jason Worth. If you look at the numbers, was he worth the money that he got? No. But if you include leadership and the impact it had for the team long term, it was worth it because that showed teams, hey, because Worth was during that free agent year was one of the bigger free agents.
Yeah,
And he signed with us. Whoa, they got Jason Worth. Maybe there's something going on there in DC, and then
yeah,
and eventually led us to get Scherzer, and some other names, besides our homegrown guys,
yeah.
to really help round out that team. So maybe we need that signing.
And it's also something for the fans to get excited about. Like, oh my God, we actually signed a top free agent.
I know, right? And I mean, as the offseason goes on, that seems less and less likely that's going to happen unless we get someone who just wants a 1 year deal. Say, for example, our best shot, I think, right now is like getting Alex Bregman or a Cody Bellinger because Bregman
Yes.
opted out of his deal with the Red Sox, though he may go back to that deal, which I don't see why he opted out. He didn't have that great of a year. He's making like $30 million, whatever. It is what it is. Bellinger is wanting like $400 million, but I don't think any team wants to pay that right now.
Yeah.
So, and Bellinger still is still kind of young. So maybe Bellinger does like a Soriano type deal. Brings
Yeah.
signs with a 1 year high paying deal with a team and hits free agency. I think we have a shot at doing that maybe. But again, if you look at what these countries are going for, Diaz signed a 3 year, $69 million deal with the Dodgers, the closer. Alonso who's your standard power hitting first baseman, average defense, got 5 years, 150 million with the Orioles. And so I don't know if we're going to be able to spend for any kind of free agent. The Pirates are kicking our ass right now for agency, which is sad. So I don't know, but um, I think
Our
if we
ownership's like the lady from Major League.
trying to get the team, the DC is too cold, she hates the snow. She wants to go to like Hawaii or something. Move the team to Hawaii.
Well, but what was that argument they were talking about when they were talking about the free agents? Signing people and like, yeah, no, not that one or something like that.
Oh
Or when
yeah,
there's,
we got offer from the Giants. Baker, not those Giants.
yeah,
Though nowadays that might not be a bad thing because Japanese players have some good players coming over that we're getting. So different. I was the movie's dated, obviously it shows his age, right? But still, things like this, half these guys are past their prime or never had a prime. Who is this person? Stuff like that.
yeah,
We're the Indians of Major League right now, but um, anyway, again, Jason, if we can just get this season, get a short term deal, just do a 1 season short term deal, and then once they start wrapping up, get something going for next year.
yeah. It. I just don't trust ownership to do anything right now.
Well, honestly, I would love for them to sell a team, but I don't know if they're going to do that or not. There's been talks about it, but they keep teasing us with it, so I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty much all the national news we have for this edition of the Nats Baseball Review. This is the first one of 2026. Anything you want to add, Jason? Anything baseball wise or wherever you want to discuss?
No, I depression. I think depression's becoming, like a side effect of being a Nats fan right now. So it's
Um, yeah, it's tough, but we have to. I mean, again, it's like if we've talked about before. If we can just hang in there until Strasburg off the books, Scherzer off the books. Speaking of which, let's make this our random question of the episode, shall we? Would you want Max Scherzer to come back?
I think it will be great for the team as long as they're not giving him any deferred money.
Well, he's already getting that from us. He's already getting paid for
That's what I'm
$2 million.
saying. He's already getting it. I mean, we don't need to give him more.
No, honestly, I mean, I think we're already paying the guy. He's a great leader. He's a great president of the clubhouse. He gets people work. He gets people. He's a leader. He's even one of the union leaders for the negotiations for the agreements for the Major League Baseball. So having him in there would be great for morale, if anything. Even if he pitches
Yes.
and is mediocre, having him on that in that team would be good. Just give him like a few $1 million a year because he's over 40. He's had injury problems. Give him a few $1 million a year. Plus, already getting money from his name. So he's probably making 20 million anyway once you include that. So
Yeah.
he's doing fine.
Get and teach the young guys how to be like good pitchers. Show
Exactly.
them what they need to do to be successful.
I agree, and that'd be great. And I would love to, because I've always been a Twitter fanboy. My friend says I'm a fanboy, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a fanboy. But at the same time, I mean, he was the best pitcher we've ever had, probably. So I mean, I'll say probably is the best pitcher we ever had. So
As a national.
as a national, for sure. Yeah.
I still kind of like Pedro going back to the Expos days.
Oh yeah, he was pretty nasty. That's true. Oh god, if we can get late '90s Pedro, oh my god, Red Sox Pedro was unhittable. It was that was something else. But that's all I got for this one. As always, thanks for watching, everybody. If you're a Nationals fan, you want to join our misery, subscribe, follow the channel, notification, all that fun stuff. Thanks for coming on, Jason.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and have a good year, everybody, and we'll talk soon.